So in introducing our next speaker, I'm reminded of a quote, and that is, the easiest way to destroy a person is to praise him. I don't wish to destroy anybody today. That is not my intent. But I will lavish some praise on everybody. So please excuse me for that. The intention is good, not bad. So Dato Jagadeesan, we have known for, 20, 30 ages, all of us. Instead of going to a Disneyland, listen to him, you don't have to go to take that roller coaster ride. It's it's equivalent to going out through a roller coaster ride. We don't call him formally Mr. Jagadeesan, we just call him Jaga. I think he's comfortable with that. I hope you are. To us, he's Jaga. There are two dimensions. Firstly, a little background about him. He's extremely successful in Malaysia. He has a big title there, equivalent to a national recognition in several parts of the world, including Malaysia. He was a effective bureaucrat, but more importantly, in the also helping United Nations around the world. And then, more importantly, we saw him as a youth coordinator working with youth. The remarkable quality that I saw is some people can scale from talking to a 2-year-old, talking to very, very evolved spiritual people, and he can scale. He is as comfortable with 3 years old people as he is with and then you can see that the two dimensions that you are looking for in a human being, one is knowledge, other is practice. You can put him in the fourth quadrant. So Brother Jaga, we welcome you to come up to the stage.
Nonetheless, okay, dear friends, the world today is there's a phenomenon happening in the world nowadays that is a great challenge to mankind. And that is this. What is it now we think now? In 60 years ago, it was not a problem. But now it's a problem confronting the world. And two items. One is the decline and respect and reverence for parents. 60 years ago, parents were center of life for every family. Today, parents are neglected, abandoned, and parents are crying. Not only parents from poor country, poor families, but rich families. But today I'm not going to talk about that. I'm going to talk about the second major crisis facing mankind. And that is this. For the first time in human history, religion that was given to mankind by divinity to promote love, caring, sharing, helping, is now a major source of human conflict. If tomorrow there's a world war, it could be because of religion. And that's a sad testimony of human degradation, okay? The words of God have been put aside. So dear friends, I want to share with you Malaysia, okay? Those who have visited Malaysia, fine. Malaysia is a very beautiful country, very peaceful country. But in Malaysia, we have a problem. Not a problem of so overt, but a very covert problem. That is, Malaysian population is about 30 million. Slightly less than USA, okay, as you can see. And the population, the racial or religious structure in Malaysia is about 60%, 65% Muslim. And the remaining 30-odd% are Buddhists, Christians, Hindus, and others, okay? So this is the profile. Malaysia is a very peaceful country. And Islam is the major religion, as you can see. But if anybody in Malaysia should not do any interfaith, because difficult, it should be us. Because the government of Malaysia, very nice government, I was in the government myself, we had ruled, because of some forces in between, that no Muslim can be seen in a hall of prayer of any other religion. If a Muslim is seen in a church or a Hindu temple or even the Sai Baba centers, which is the interfaith center by itself, okay, they could be in trouble and we also could be in trouble. In Malaysia also, we cannot use the word, the non-Muslims cannot use the word Allah, Inshallah, Assalamu Alaikum. And therefore, this is, in fact, there's a list of names, words that are curbed, that we cannot use. Non-Muslim cannot enter into the hall of prayer of Muslims, okay? Okay, all other religions, anyone can enter, okay? You know? But this is strict now. So you may think, oh, this is a very harsh country. No, but Malaysia, the government allows you to practice your own religion. There are huge churches, there are huge Hindu temples, you know. Practice your own religion, but do not interfere with Islam. And this is the kind of condition now in Malaysia. So there could be very reason why we, in the Sai movement, should not be involved in any interfaith activity. But anyway, it is, many years ago, we decided, just this is sort of a profile of myself while I'm clicking all this. You can read all this while I'm finishing this statement I'm making. Many years ago, we decided in the Sai organization, because the teachings of our master, Baba, was very simple. Number one, believe in God. There's only one God for the entire mankind, entire universe. But He's called by many names. So it's like praising water and rejecting aqua, you know. Don't do that, okay? You praise water, praise aqua, praise everything, you know, all the same thing, you know. The little story I used to tell them about a friend of mine who went to Sahara Desert for a caravan cruise, caravan trip, you know, with all the camels, you know. And he went with a big caravan, and then this guy's name is Reddy, but I won't mention here today Reddy, but his name is Maniam, let's call it, okay? So don't get in trouble with Reddy, okay? And Maniam, and he was going in the caravan with the camels, and suddenly a massive storm came, you know. And the storm raged on, and by the time the storm finished, my friend was left alone in this desert. When everybody else had disappeared, he couldn't find anyone, and one bottle of water. And he wandered in the blazing sun of the desert, one hour sipping the water, and finally he came in circles, and second day, he is now on his knees. And the day went on, the sun was burning, and he started crying, you know, water, water, give me water, water. And suddenly, somebody from Europe came by and saw this man dying, you know, and oh my God, here, my friend, take some, here's some aqua. No, I don't want aqua, I only want water. No, he said. Then another guy came by, who was a Tamil fellow, you know, India Tamil people, Tamil speaking, and there they call water tanni, you know, some of the daddy would know that also. And so I said, my friend, I have some tanni. No, I don't want tanni, I want water, you know. In China, they call water soy. So the Chinese fellow came and said, oh, have some soy, you know. No, I only want water, you know. My friend died. It's not funny, my friend died, okay. Anyway, my friend died because he was unaware of the fact that the one life-giving liquid comes in many shaped containers, in different colors, but it is the same. So today, dear friends, in this world, many people are dying spiritual deaths. They praise water and condemn aqua. They praise tanni and condemn water. And thus, this conflict facing mankind out of ignorance. So what can we do now to help society? And that is what now is the framework from which I start this. And I didn't plan to start with this, but because of the delay in this equipment coming in, so I just want to tell what Brother Rohan, okay. Now I recognize and acknowledge here the presence of all the respected faith leaders and members of diverse religious groups, spiritual organizations, NGOs who have honored us with their presence. Thank you very much, and God bless all of you, okay. Dear friends, the theme of our presentation is love and service, as you can see in your program, unity and diversity, interfaith in action. Now this is a very, very critical thing now, okay? Can various faith groups hold hands and unite the hearts? Can we hold hands and unite the hearts and minds of all people and help to translate the universal religious spiritual philosophies of selfless love and service into action on the ground? There are too many talk shops now around the world. Around the world, interfaith sessions are being held. Interfaith conferences are being held. Everybody talks, gives nice speeches, and go home, and nothing else happens. Now, the thing we saw in Malaysia, multiracial Malaysia, was, look, we must Once I gave I was invited to an interfaith event. I'll tell you when I did that. I'm going to share with you a tale of two cities, okay? Of interfaith action on the ground. Malaysia and New Zealand. And then you'll see now what is possible. What is possible given in the hearts and minds and love of the people who are the leaders of religions. In Malaysia, we formed something called the Friendship Group for Interreligious Service. And what we did was, I want to give you a glimpse of its origin and activities for the last 15 years. 15 years, okay? And it started, Malaysia could be seen by many, as I told you, as a very difficult nation. I just already described this part to you. And I will now proceed. Now, the war in the Middle East that led to the September 11, 2001 Twin Tower disaster in USA triggered off potential interfaith conflicts that are, for many, many years now, engulfing the lives of many nations. If tomorrow there's a world war, it could be because of religious differences. And all of us are very aware of this. And that's a shame. Because I find the devotees, and I'm describing all the religious leaders as devotees, all are devotees of God, okay? I find that if the forces of negativity are uniting themselves, and pushing everywhere in the world. Whereas the forces of goodness, forces of religion, the forces of good people are sitting in individual silos, They're doing good work, fantastic work, helping society, but each of them sitting in individual silos and helping society. Whereas the negative people are all holding hands, hey, let's push these guys out. The challenge we face is, can the people of goodness and love and caring, can we all hold hands, whatever religion, and then stand and say, hey guys, no more. We're standing firm now. Let us push them back. Not by war, not by weapons, but the strongest weapon the world has ever known, love. This is the challenge we face. And faced in Malaysia, the Sai Council then asked itself, can Malaysia, a multiracial, multi-religious nation, maintain peace and stability amidst a rising world conflict? This was the conflict we faced in the Sai Council. And after 7/11, we decided to move from talking about interfaith unity to interfaith action on the ground. There was, immediately after 9/11, there was a big conference held by all the religious leaders, at the time. They had a conference about it was titled Interfaith Unity for Nation Building. And all the religious leaders, there were about 15 religious leaders from different denominations were there. And they invited me to speak also. So I sat on the stage with them. I was the only one without any robes, okay? With clothes, but not robes, okay? And they asked me to speak because they know I was an interfaith, Saigni interfaith. And I didn't know what to say. I mean, I went there unprepared. I said, God, please help me to say the correct things. I don't know I don't repeat what the others said. Finally, my turn came. Dear devotees, let me tell you what I said. I got up and said, dear reverends, dear holy men, dear monks, dear religious leaders, and all my brothers and sisters, about 400 people in the hall, okay? I said, frankly, I think all of us are wasting our time here. And there was a gasp in the crowd. The man who invited me put his hand in his head and said, my God, what is this man trying to do? And one of you know him, the guy who invited me, Reverend Damananda. He was the head of Islam, Buddhism. Fantastic religious leader. I said, I told her, I know you're thinking why I'm saying this. I'll tell you why, I said. The fact that all of you are in this hall here today means you're converted, you believe in interfaith. But let me tell you, if there is interfaith conflict in Malaysia, none of us fat cats here will take a knife. Your words was fat cats, okay? None of us fat cats will take a knife after each other. The people who take the knife are those in the slum areas, the squatter areas, the poor areas, the high-rise tenement areas. They will take the knife. It is they who must be convinced that interfaith is a living reality. Not we sit in air-conditioned rooms and give good speeches and clap and say, oh, good speech, we made, again, go home. Nothing's going to happen. So, if we, for some mental aberration we have, we refuse to pray in another man's hall of prayer because we lock the omniscient, omnipresent God inside the four walls of our own hall of prayer. Carry on, do that if you want. But nothing to prevent Muslims, Hindus, Christians, Buddhists, all holding hands and serving the poor, where the sky is the roof and earth is the ground. Huge applause took place. But of course, nobody wants to do anything else after their speech. But I decided now that the Sai Council should get together. The result of this was we met all the religious leaders, the main religious leaders in the country, and we formed on the 24th of 2002, Friendship Group for Interreligious Service, Friends. And the Friendship Group participants were Angkatan Balik Islam Malaysia. This is the Islamic youth group The Islamic youth group was a very, very volatile group, okay? If anything about Islam happens in this country, they will demonstrate in front of your embassy in Malaysia. We met them, and then we met also, they joined us, the head of the Buddhism joined us, the Catholic Church joined us, the Council of Churches Malaysia, which is the Protestant group, joined us, Malaysian Hindu Sangam joined us, the Malaysian Gurudwara Council, which is the Sikh group, and the coordinator of the Satsai International Organization in Malaysia. And we chat there with they said, please, you all carry on and share it, okay? And these were the founder members of this, I'm just showing this picture to show that I was slightly younger those days. And dear friends, the concept of the friendship group was this: an informal gathering, informal society, and the informal gathering of major religious groups in Malaysia for purpose of promoting interfaith harmony by working together to help the needy, promoting human values, and thus contribute to nation building. Many thought this is FGIS, all would be short-lived. How can so many different, maybe 1 year, a few months, they'll dissolve. But God had other ideas. Now it's the 16th year of the friendship group of interreligious service. Unselfish, caring, faith leaders dedicated to the highest ideals, unity and self-service made this possible. Dear friends, the friendship group interreligious service had the following activities we've done for so many years. Interfaith medical camps. The Satyasai organization itself in Malaysia had already by the time done close to 1,300 medical camps in all the poor areas. Now the medical camps became not only a venue for service for those who want to serve mankind, but became a vehicle to promote interfaith unity. So all the religions get together and join medical camps. Interfaith drama festivals to get the youth involved. Interfaith song festivals. Fun day for handicapped children. At the request of the government of Malaysia, the Department of National Unity in the Prime Minister's Department asked us to help organize the Interfaith Cultural Leadership Youth Camp to get youth from all religions to come together and bond them together. This was something we did, and it was funded by the government itself, okay, for 3 days. So dear friends, all religion, every function we have, you have interfaith, you're united in prayers. And here's one example of medical camp we had, in an island, called Pulau Tabo, far away from any hospitals, okay. We went to the remote areas. This is the example of interfaith camp. You can see our Muslim ladies there sitting there helping everyone. We had a minister here, we donated wheelchairs for the needy. In Kuala Lumpur, we had medical eye camps, and we had a fun day for physically handicapped children. This was a massive event. I'm going to show you a short video on this one shortly. And this is the guy in black here sitting beside me. He is the chief minister of the state, what you call governor or something here. And he came as our guest. He came as a VIP there. But I told him, sir, you have come here today, but you're not the guest of honor, I said. He looked at me a bit askance. What is the madman talking? You are a VIP, I agree. The guests of honor are all these children, handicapped people, God's children. They are the honored guests here. All of us are here only for them, including yourselves, I said. He looked at me and said, Jaga, you're right. And so this was the show we had for that particular day. You can see all those who performed there on the stage were the handicapped children, okay? Not it was their day. And they enjoyed themselves. And then we had wheelchairs and what have you. Then we organized another event in Malak Penang, handicap sports day. We call them God's special children. I'm just using handicap so you understand what we're talking about. Then the interfaith, we had environment care, painting the environment and planting trees and what have you. We had something called divine wind. The divine wind is what? No, wind must blow like the wind into all religious halls of prayer. So we got groups of all the youth from different religions. We'd go to all the religious institutions there and ask the people, the church leaders or the Muslim leaders, to explain your religion so that all of us can understand, everyone can understand the teachings of your religion, so that we can bond people together through understanding of teachings, of the religion. And we had interfaith, human value, drama and song for this audience. Packed halls we had, in these events we had. And with little children doing drama there, we had adults doing drama. So it was a lot of things, a lot of effort went in, but it was very rewarding because everybody enjoyed it, okay? Interfaith choir, everyone together. And all the religious leaders, supported this particular event. Every event we organized, religious leaders supported. And we also have, this is the intercultural youth leadership camp we did on behalf of the government. 3 days, the government booked a huge hotel and gave it to us. We used the hotel. They funded the food, everything. And we were asked to bond the kids together. And now we already had 3 of these intercultural youth camps at the request of the government that we do this. And we get support from many people. Guest of honor here was the previous minister of the Prime Minister's Department, and event sponsor was Tansi Azman, who is the chairman of M-Bank. Chairman of M-Bank is one of the biggest banks in Malaysia. They came forward and realized, my God, what you guys are doing, we're fully supporting you. And the coach, every project we have coach, the Interfaith Health Camp, we have two co-chairmen. One is the Dr. Gurusamy here from the Council of Churches. Another is the Chia, who the president of Sai Council. The Chia Wong Kong was the president of Sai Council at the time. And then we have another event, which is Fun Day for Special Children. We had the Buddhist leaders as three people co-chairing it. The Muslim leader, second one, and then Chia Wong Kong. For continuity, the Sai Council guys were there. So then we also had a donation of blood donation. We don't call it blood donation. We call it donation of liquid love. So all the interfaith people got together and got all the people together to donate liquid love. We continued then for 10 years, and this was the 10th year celebration we had for the, we just told some time ago actually. And you can see the incredible enthusiasm, all the religious leaders there. And this was a very, very heartwarming and very, very fulfilling. The media went crazy, okay? Hey, these guys, what they're doing, something fantastic. And they covered, they put drama to help promote human values to the friendship group. And we had understanding each other. Drama can reflect, get people to understand each other, and work together, especially youth. And the difficult challenge always is how to get the youth involved. We elderly people will prefer to come and sit down and do anything, but how to get the youth, there's so many other things to do, attracting them. That's the challenge. Make it exciting for youth to get involved into value. And so, dear friends, the objective of this FGS, is the United Nation under one God, one King, one flag, King and country. Now, I want to show you, before I finish here, I want to show you just a little video on one of the events we had organized. And this is the fun day for the handicapped children. And I'd like you to watch this, okay? If everything goes well, there should be sound coming. Brother, tech support. Tech support, sir. Tech support. Help. So much divine energy here. Well, there was a lot of angels around here watching us function today. But at least one angel should come forward, okay? Because this is a very, very moving video we have here, which shows what really is possible if all the religions get together, okay? Okay, I'm going to play this again. Check. Okay. Yeah. That is voiceover. No, Malaysians don't speak like that. Funny, I've shown it all over about Canada and here, and then here it seems to be having some problems.
Special Fun Day on 17th 2003 for dry special children.
Okay. All right. I'm going to try it again.
Malaysia is a multiracial and multicultural
Thank you, God.
country with numerous mosques, Chinese temples, Indian temples, all scattered around cities, towns and villages. Each religion has its own individual way of worshipping and recitation of prayers, which differ greatly. It is only through love and mutual respect for one another that a peaceful scenario could be established. Although different religions uphold their own beliefs, thoughts of compassion and charity is still a similar phenomenon. As such, 6 major religious groups comprising of Islamic outreach, Buddhist Mahavihara, Hindus, Catholics, Christians, Malaysian Gurdwaras and followers of Sai Baba join hands to organize this very special fun day on 17th August 2003 for our extra special children, that is, handicapped and underprivileged children in conjunction with Merdeka Day. Was held in the compound of Malacca Suci. Total workforce consists of 755 volunteers, of which 159 are officials from 28 different organizations.
We had about 700 volunteers taking part in this.
Delivering great love, we must
Now the handicapped children came and we greeted them with lion dance and everything else.
You see, Malaysia has shown example to many countries, of economic development and many things. We hope Malaysia can show an example to other countries of all religions getting together to work together for the poor.
But there's one very strange phenomenon in Malaysia, that is, people of different races, they can work together very harmoniously. But when you put
This is
on the
Mr. Billy
religious
Fong.
patches,
He was at that time
suddenly
the
they cannot
president of
work
the Sai
together
Council.
anymore. The main objective of this event is to get together all the religious groups in Malaysia, so that we can work together for the benefit of the underprivileged.
Then we had the morning, we had this handicap sports, okay, for these children. Autistic children and all kinds of God's special children. Okay. And we had great fun, and I think we had great fun. Then the chief minister arrived. And then we had all the religious leaders of our prayer. We made a mistake in the beginning, during the early days. We let the religious leaders say their prayers by themselves. And some fellows went 10 minutes with prayers, almost killed the program. Finally, later we said, all of you, maximum 2 minutes prayer,
Let thy
please.
name be ever on our lips. Let us abide in thee.
Melalui projek negara kita
Then
menunjukkan
the
yang
chief
perpaduan
minister
antara
spoke,
kaum dan agama
and he talked about the
adalah
fact that this is
terbenam
something
dalam
vital
sayembara
for
rakyat.
Malaysia, in our
Malaysia
country.
sekarang menjadi
all
sama
get together,
contoh untuk dunia dari segi
And we must become an
toleransi
example to the
beragama.
world.
Saya sangat
Then we gave them food, and all of us, all the leaders acted as waiters, okay, for the children. We had great fun. Then we had Santa Claus, and we had the Chinese god of wealth, and
we want to contribute our service to the needy people.
he's the deputy chief priest of the Mahavihara Buddhist. But now he's the president, the chief priest. This man that was hugging the child is a neurosurgeon.
Feel their happiness. They could different type of people.
He's a Chinese god of wealth.
Malay children play with the Chinese children play with the Indian children, all together.
The Malays, Indians all together, cooking and serving.
The most important thing is that when the day is over, all the religions took part, the Hindu, the Muslim, the Buddhist, hey, we had a good time. I work with the Buddhists, I'm a Muslim, but I work with the Buddhists and the Hindu. I enjoyed myself.
And then after lunch, we had this function in the
I
hall.
work with the Muslim, I enjoy it. That means I can work with everybody, using my religion in front, not hiding my religion, And then we must say, religion can promote unity,
And
happiness
these
among all
kids
people.
here were from all the homes, the handicapped homes, these autistic children and so on.
And we found that
The only group that is
this function
non-handicapped
itself,
was this group
religious actually
was
work
the
together.
group from the
And feedbacks
Buddhist
show
group that
that
owned the
suddenly
building.
there's a realization that we should work together more, because why? Each of us have our own resources, and we can share resources together. This will be something very, very fantastic, and then we can do more things for many people.
Look at the crowd that came there. These are autistic children, okay?
Namanya saya rasa
The trouble they had training these
I'm
kids.
very happy to see all the faces, especially the
Yeah,
children.
this is the end of the program. All of us are singing an interfaith song, all of us.
Saya belajar banyak perkara di sini. Macam mana kita bersama, pelbagai bangsa, agama.
This is the Abim leader, the Muslim Youth
menyelesaikan
League.
banyak perkara yang bersangkutan dengan program, dan ini memberi kesan yang amat baik pada masa depan kita dari segi bergabung dan bekerjasama dalam banyak hal selepas ini.
To serve together, to work together, to serve the needs of the people. The special people became the guest of honor. So that is very meaningful because most of the time the guest of honor is a politician or...
Oh, hari ni sungguh gembira sebab dapat bawa budak-budak
It's a
ni
Muslim gentleman from one of the homes.
Yang volunteer pun sungguh gembira juga sebab kita dapat bagi dia kegembiraan. Dia
那我们希望在有机会还再来啦。
你有没有很开心？是的，是的。为什么这么开心？
And then, as the kids left that evening, and that is all went. We all stood there wishing them goodbye for a very, very incredibly fulfilling day. Dear friends, this is what we are trying to achieve, interfaith action on the ground. And subsequently we took this program. I went to New Zealand and I've been asked to talk about the next part of it after this. So I'm going to pause here, and after the religious leaders speak, I'll show you what we did in New Zealand. Incredible thing happened there. If you got on video, and I'd like to show you that this is possible. In a developing country like Malaysia, we did this, Asian country, and a Western European-oriented nation like New Zealand, we did it also. It's possible. Everything is possible. But can we do this together? What I call the tale of the second city, Auckland, New Zealand. We will do this after the religious leaders. We listen to all of them. Thank you very much, and God bless all of you.